And let me just throw this out here. If you don't believe in God, you can go exit off this channel right now.
I'ma call you my shawty, shawty. You gon' make me lay.
What's up, my honey buns? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the A gang. Welcome to the honey bun gang, where everything is all sweet over here. Alright, y'all, so this is a different video. My bad, y'all. So this is a different video. I look a hot mess, y'all. I got these old braids, old crochet braids up here, and I'm just packing edge control on my edge, and it's all just white and stuff like that, but it's okay, we ain't here for that. So this video is basically gonna be a chit chat video, and I just want to talk about trusting in God through the storm. So y'all, it's been a lot going on in my life, in everybody's life basically, but it's been a lot going on, and I have had my moments where I want to give up. You know, I want to give in, I want to throw the towel in, and I just want to say forget it. And I know we all do. You know, we all have our moments where we just be like, don't worry about it, sweetheart. You do not have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me. Okay? So, I'm not gonna really just get into what I've been going through, but when I say it's a lot, it's a lot. Okay? I've been wondering, like, okay, where, why, when, how is this happening to me? Why is this always happening to me? And it's like I just hear God say, why not let it happen to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to build you up for this moment. I have to build you up for your testimony. I have to build you up the correct way for you to inspire people, for you to let people know that it's not the end of the road. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's not the end of the road. And I have to build you up to let people know to keep going, but most importantly, I gotta build you up to make sure that you tell the people how good I am. And I just want to talk about that, y'all, because what I've gone through in my past, what I'm currently going through, let me tell you something. And I'm not gonna cry. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but hey, if I do, I'm gonna let the spirit use me, okay? I'm gonna let it do what it do. But y'all, God is so good. He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. He's brought me through so much, brought me through the impossible. But you know, with God, all things are possible, right? And let me just throw this out here. If you don't believe in God, you can go exit off this channel right now. You can dip. So You ever been going through, a situation, you just be like, it's a deadline to this situation, and you're just kind of like, where and how am I going to make this happen? Like, it's no way possible. But when you stay prayed up, right? When you stay prayed up and you keep your faith in God, and you just, and you really like leave it in God's hands, you will be okay. And for those of you who really don't leave anything in God's hands, and what I mean by that is, you'll pray about it and be like, Lord, I'm gonna give it to you. I put it in your hands, and I'm not, I'm not gonna worry with it no more. But then you turn around and you think about the situation again, and you think about it over and over, and you think about it the next day and the next day and the next day. I'm here to tell you it's okay, because I do that too. There's nothing wrong. You're human, okay? You are human. You may really have left it in God's hands, because at that point, it's really nothing else. Check this out. It's nothing else for you to do. You. So you leave it in God's hands, but you continue to think about it and stuff like that, because you're still trying to figure it out on your own. God and I already worked it out. While you trying to figure it out, He and I already worked it out. Like the song say. And it be funny, because I be picturing God. You tell Him your way, He'll laugh. And I picture Him just looking down like, you got a big dog. You don't want to listen to me. So when you figure it out, you let me know. Because 9 times out of 10, He already know you ain't going to figure it out. That's why you keep calling on Him. Don't call Him if you want to still try to figure it out on your own. But again, like I said, it's still human for you to think about it. But when I say you have to release it to Him, you have to release it to Him and let Him do His work. Because again, it's already done. So, what I can speak on is, a couple years back or whatever, I was like going through so much, and evictions, you know what I'm saying, light bills, about to be disconnected, trying to pay daycare, like everything just coming out of the woodworks, you know what I'm saying, like friendships, rocky marriage, anything that you can possibly think of. I was going through it, okay? I was going through, when I say I was going through it, I was all up in there. I was all up in there just looking around like, what? It's like stuff just being thrown at me. But I wear a shield. A godly shield, right? And everything that was being thrown at me, it was like I was just blocking it. My shield got this cross on it, and it's like I would not fail. He know the plans that He got for me, so I'm just blocking everything with my shield. And it's like every time I pray, like one of my best friends told me, when you get so low like that, you need to drop down to your knees and you need to pray. You need to pray. And at one point, y'all, in my life, first of all, let me just say, I've always been a prayer warrior, okay? Always. But sometimes when you get in that moment, you be like, I don't feel like praying. What is prayer gonna do for me right now? Is prayer gonna get me this money right now? Is prayer gonna pay my bills? Is prayer gonna, that's what you be thinking, in that moment. But when I did it. When I did it. When I dropped down to my knees and I prayed. And I journaled. If you're not a journal person, get you a journal, because you have to write the vision down and make it plain. When I broke down, I got on my knees. I prayed and I cried and I prayed and I cried and I wrote it down and I prayed and I cried some more. Like, I was just, listen, I was in there with God, okay? We were going back and forth. Then God ain't gonna go back and forth with you for too long. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. Because I knew it wasn't nothing else for me to do. Me steady trying to do it my way, it wouldn't go cut it. Okay? It was not gonna cut it. And when I say God came through, he came through. God, that man gonna come through all the time. And I didn't know how strong I could be without prayer. Let me just pop right here right quick. I didn't know how strong I could be with prayer. I didn't know how strong I could be with prayer. God has done some amazing things in my life. Like I said, facing eviction, after prayer, money came. I don't know how. The how ain't even for me to be worried about, okay? That's one thing God is trying to get all of us to see. The how ain't your business. And he not gonna come when you want him to, but he gonna be there when. Put it in the comments if you know when he gonna be there. Put it in the comments if you know when God is going to be there. Because he got the same time for everybody in the whole wide world. The same time. He gonna be there for everybody. God was right on time. Every single time. When it came to the friendships that I was confused about, God had already been telling me it's time to go. So they just fall off on their own. The bills, like I said, the money came from I don't know where, but they got paid. You know, my marriage, we're great. No marriage is perfect, but everything is sweet over here. You know what I'm saying? God was just, you know, he was just doing his I don't want to say thug thizzle, but you know that's the relationship that we got. So he was doing the thing. He was doing the thing, and I was just like, okay, God, you know, okay, prayer, come through. And I just want to share with y'all. Excuse me. I just want to share with y'all. I was going back and forth in my head on if I should leave this certain place. And whenever I walk into this place, my heart is just like, you can't go nowhere. Like you were destined to be here. You can't go nowhere. But then when I'm outside of those walls and I think about my situation that I'm going through, it's just kind of like the devil be trying to be like, yeah, you might as well leave, da 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 da. But when I say devil, get thee behind, and I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, you shall flee. He gone by the business, and I'll be all right. So, with that being said, how God was good to me in this situation. I walked into this facility and I was talking to somebody and I was like, I'm going through it again. I feel like I want to give up because it's just like, why? Like, why are we back here? Why are we back here? And, you know, she was like, you know, well, what's for you is for you, right? And that is true. What's for you is for you. Nobody can ever take that from you. You know, a rejection is God's protection, and a yes is God's blessing. So, I was beginning to get a headache because I had already been crying and stress eating and things like that. I hadn't been in the gym in 2 months, y'all. In another car accident. Like, I'm just going through it, okay? Through it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm getting a headache. I'm finna have to go lay down. And she was like, it's some pain medicine in the back if you want to grab some. I went back there, searching through it, didn't see nothing. But I eventually got me a BC or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take this. So I'm walking back to the front of the building, and I'm like, bro, I can't. And so another person in there, she was like, I heard you say, she was like, I'm not trying to get in your business, but I know you mentioned something about a financial situation. And is there anything we could do to help? And I giggled. I was like, and I giggled because I thought about everything that I need help with. And it's like, I would have felt like, you know, this person would have been like, baby, I'm sorry I even asked. Like, I don't even think I can help you. She said, I don't even want to know your business. I don't even want to know what you're going through. Put my number in your phone and send me a request for this certain amount of money. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Give me your number and send me a request for this certain amount of money. You know, it almost sounds like Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. Give me your number and send me a request for this certain amount of money. Y'all, I almost broke down in there. Do you hear me? I almost broke down in there. And in certain situations, people will be like, you have not because you ask not. I didn't even have to ask. God sent her my way. You see what I'm saying? That path that you on, you don't know who in the woods watching you, or who may spot you on this path, or you don't know who got, like, God sent that ram out when had to sacrifice his son. Lord, I'm sorry, my mind gone right now. When he was finna sacrifice his son because he was being obedient. This facility that I went to, I didn't even plan on going to today. I rolled by there twice. Didn't even plan on going. I said, I ain't finna go up in there. I ain't finna go up in there. But I know when I go in there, I feel peace. And when I went in there, and that happened, y'all, this woman don't even know me. I don't know her. We don't know each other. She ain't got to know me. God just sent people, good, genuine, God-fearing people in your path for you to, but like, be like, wow, God, it wasn't nobody but you. She said, I don't know if it'll help, and it may not be much, but I know it'll do something. And little do she know, that's the amount that I needed. Woo! I know this is touching some of y'all. I know it is. You just gotta be obedient. God led me right on in there after I said I wasn't going there. That was my way. Right? Remember, God laugh at your plan. You tell him your plans, he gonna laugh. I said I wasn't going in there. And he said, okay, I told you to go. You don't go, you gonna miss out on your blessing. And I'm glad I listened. And I even told her, I said, ma'am, even if you don't send it, the thought of you just saying what you said, and I felt the genuineness, you know what I'm saying? I felt it. So the thought of you even saying what you said, offering whatever, like, you just don't know how much that means to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, God is an awesome God. You have to stay prayed up. You cannot give in. You cannot give up. You cannot throw the towel in. All of these things you cannot do when you trust him. When you trust in him. And when you put him first. Like, I don't even see how people don't believe in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not? Don't no alarm clock wake you up in the morning. It helps. It helps. Who you think made you hear the alarm clock? Okay. But comment down below, y'all, if you've ever gone through something and you be like, Lord, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I just don't know. But I know you got me. Like, you keep that faith. I know you got me. I know everything's gonna be all right. Let me know. Comment down below if you ever had that moment. I just want to know. I just want to know that I'm not alone here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just sitting here looking at my view, and everything is just so beautiful. Everything is just so beautiful. How can you not believe in God? So, I wasn't even, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I didn't think that I was going to do this video, especially after me just watching a YouTube video where this girl was like, you know, whatever your niche is, make sure you stay on that niche. Don't go talking about this, talking about that, because it'll make people not want to watch you again. But let me tell you something, baby. When I talk about God and you don't want to hear it, I don't care nothing about it. Because I know it's some people here who believe in God who don't care about none of that. Don't care about me talking about no wig, no makeup, no trial hauls, no stores that I'm running to. If it's dealing with God and you are a true believer, you gonna be rocking with me no matter what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I was obedient enough to make this video, because I had told myself I'm not gonna do it, but God was like, you see what I just did back there for you? Do you see what I just did back there for you? You finna tell these people how good I am. Because there's some people out here who don't think I would do nothing for them. Guess what? He did it for me. And he'll do it for you. He did it for me. And he'll do it for you. And he'll do it over and over and over and over again. And if you're out there living in sin, he's still gonna be there for you. So I'm gonna wrap this video up because I don't want it to be a long video, because I go all day about how good God has been and how many times he has came through for me. But I just want to let y'all know, just stay prayed up. Keep praying. You may need something at this moment and you don't know how you're going to get it. Remember, the how ain't your business. Call him up and tell him what you want. Put that request in. Like the lady told me, put that request in. Put your request in. And watch how fast he work. Don't be anticipating on how fast he work, but just know he gonna be there when? On time. I told you, got the same time for everybody in the whole wide world. Ain't no 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, more. On time. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all. Again, join the A gang, join the Hunni Bun gang, where everything is all sweet over here. Y'all be blessed.
Why you trying to figure it out? Already worked it out. Why you trying to figure it out? Already worked it out.
I'ma call you my shawty.